Hello there, it's Gina here with layout number 6 with my Page Kits with Scraps series. And this page kit, I added that, I'm not going to end up using that bird paper. So just so you know, I'm going to leave those out. And I'm going to be using that pink as my background. So I'm just cutting it down because I'm going to mat it on a piece of white cardstock. And this is a photo of some old friends from when we lived in Skokie. And yeah, our kids were about the same age. We're best friends. And yeah, she was one of my best friends over there in Skokie. And then we moved and we're really sad that, you know, we can't be so close. We lived in the same condo building. She lived upstairs and, you know, we would just go up and down to each other's houses and it was really, really nice. But anyway, so yeah, I wanted to make sure I documented them, and we don't really see them. We don't see them anymore. I don't know, with us it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, because, you know, you're busy with school and everything else, and Skokie is kind of a ways from where we live now, so it's not like we could just run over there and hang out like we used to. So, you know, just kind of drift apart. But anyway, I took that one page and I cut off pieces of their border strips. So I just took some out. Cut a couple pieces out, not like big chunks, so I could put a piece at the top, a piece at the bottom. And I'm adding the photo. I did it first in a scrap of blue, and then I'm adding this arrow paper as another layer. And then I'm going to add a piece of scrap of white as well behind that so it could stand out a little more, because I was doing that and then it didn't look have enough contrast, so I decided to mount the photo on the white and then on that other scrap of turquoise or teal. I don't know what you would call it. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to position that. So I'm just going to add it there, and then I'm going to cut off the excess there on the right. So it's more, so it's just a square. Rectangle? Yeah, rectangle. So it's more even. And I like that black and white polka dot. That's an 8.5 by 11 sheet there behind the photo that I had bought some, you know, 8.5 by 11s, I think from Michael's, in the paper, the little paper pads that they have, the 8.5 by 11. They have some prints, and yeah, so I thought that looked good on this layout. So I love the polka dots. And then I have that happy piece, but it's not going to end up making it on the layout. Sorry, my chart is very squeaky. And then I have that fabulous, I don't know if it's a cut apart. No, I think it was in a Project Life kit. And there's a piece of washi. I'm going to put that on the bottom and on the top of the layout, of the photo, I'm sorry. And yeah, my friend, she would invite me up for tea. So we would have tea. We were both stay-at-home moms. So, or no, she wasn't. She was working. But I think she was off for, I don't know, but we were able to have tea in the middle of the day sometimes. So that was awesome. And she would make tea and then little cakes. And she was just wonderful. She's a wonderful hostess. Always feeding us. She knew me very well. I like to eat. And she would make these delicious Nutella crepes. Oh my gosh, she was, yeah, awesome. So I do really miss her. And no, not just the snacks and the tea. But life gets so busy, it's hard to, I don't know, I guess I'm just not that good at having friends and keeping up with them on a daily basis. I'm bad that way. All right, so there's a piece of half of a frame that I put there on the left of the photos. There's a little square one. I'm going to end up, yeah, there you go, putting that piece of that embellishment in there. Not embellishment. That cut apart or whatever it is. Scrap. It is a scrap from a piece of paper. And that's going to go in that frame. And then I'm going to add that pretty diamond, the pink diamond. And that's going to go in there in a sec, I guess. Then remember the puffy, like that there by the photo. And yeah, just trying to figure out where to put the little bits and pieces that I pulled. And I'm looking just for some, you know, just to see what else I could use on this layout title-wise. So I didn't know if I could just get something from that bin where I have some words, thickers and stuff like that. So then those white ones, it says Major Heart Eyes. So I decided to use that, but I didn't want the white. So I'm going to end up changing the color. So I'm just putting it on a piece of wax paper so I could just color it in. I guess I could have left it on that sheet, but then when I try to peel it off, I usually get my fingers all inky. So I just decided to take it off for once. And those are foam, so they're pretty sticky. And then it's going to be a different color when I actually finish. You're not going to see it though. It was too muted, too light, and I just darkened it up with some Distress Stain. So there's a lot of different ways you could change the colors of your thickers. The problem I had is the way it's the foam. I think it's sucked in everything. It's not, is it porous? Porous means everything sucks in, I think, right? Yeah, so the color didn't stay true to what it should have been. So I didn't like, see, that's too light. So then I'm like, okay, let me change it. I'll add a different color. But yeah, in the end, after the camera stopped rolling, I did go ahead and change it. Excuse me. So that looks fine. It's light, but I just wanted it a little brighter. So that's a nice thing. You could just keep on changing it until you get the desired tone, color, whatever that you want. All right, so I'm going to add that frame, gluing it down, and put that little tag, that banner piece, not banner, it's a tag, right? Yeah. I decided to put a tiny cluster up there in the right hand corner. And the under Fabulous, that sticker says "You are beautiful." There's a little flare that I had. That says big smile. That's for the date, which that was in 2011. So yeah, that was like 9 years ago. Wow. Time just flies by. It's crazy. Those are some of my dimensionals that I'm trying to get rid of. I don't know where I got them, but I'm just trying to use everything, and they're tiny, so they work for certain things. And there's that diamond I was talking about going right there in the frame. Get all sticky, gotta wipe with the wipe. And that today is gonna go right by the diamond. Right in there. Adding some enamel dots. Those are some yellow. And then I also have some sequins that I'm going to add as well. Some yellow mustardy sequins. Kind of like yellowy green a little bit, or maybe that's just because of the paper. I like it, just scattering them around. And I have a couple more things I know I add. I was going to say I'm done, but I don't think so. I'm going to add a little piece for journaling. I know that. It's going to be that little pink tag to the left. And I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking for something in my roller pencil holder thingy. So there's my date stamp. And it's going to say, I love this, and it's June 2011. And let's see what else. Okay, that's going to be my journaling. And I just wrote, these were our best friends in Skokie, Illinois. Tea parties, such fun. And I'll go later and write her name. All right, so that'll do it for this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.